So originally this raid was going to be 2 people, but here there's a guy who he looks suspicious. He drops my teammate, so we drop him, and then we find out that he wants to raid with us. So now we have 2 teammates, a grand total of 3, and now we're here robbing the SLC fort again. Here's the thing though, there's actually a bunch of them behind us, and we're actually in an ambush, so we tactically reposition to get away from them so that we're not completely sandwiched. But now they still have good cross coverage because the way this rock is shaped. So we're not doing too great here, and we decide to tactically reposition for the guys farther from their respawn within the fort. And so that way they're all gonna have to be respawning on the same side. These guys pop up, but I think they're like conscripts or something. They're not doing too great. And we're also relatively matched numbers, so we take out these 2 guys, or we try to, and we start reloading because, you know, they're pressuring, our teammates are pressuring them, so they don't have time to reload, which means we can kind of just shoot them and minimize risk. We hit this guy, then he's just going to keep running, so to speed up so we can all reload, we go and knife him, but he's already dead. Then we get some free loot, and we notice there's a 3rd guy off in the distance. And he decided to shelter behind the snowbank, but it's a 1v3 at this point. There's not much he can do. He gets shot, and then he gets... I keep re-scoping with the wrong gun, but he gets shot again, and we grab even more loot. And then we run back, and now the guys are respawning in the fort, and they're shooting at us. So we gotta carry our bedrolls, which we're gonna try and set our spawn back here, so if we do get shot and we can't be revived because we get headshot or something, we can now respawn. We also snipe at these guys over here. It's really just one there that's far back. Now they're slowly grouping up behind the rock, and they are spawning in their fort, like a lot of them. So we gotta like hurry up this rage or start running, one of the 2. This guy goes up here, he wastes a ton of their shots. He does get hit, but he survives. And we hit this guy here who decided to venture out of the rock. We got him as close as you can get with 300 ping. And now we're slowly approaching around their rock because we've been informed that we can take them. However, upon inspection, there's actually like a lot of them behind that rock, and I mean we can still take them because, you know, we got epic stuff. We get shot. This guy, instead of shooting us, shoots at our teammate farther behind. Now we have 2 of us here. I don't have time to bandage, but we turn around and flank him. Unfortunately, he hits our teammate, so now we both have to bandage. And once we're bandaged, we go around and they revive a guy, so they have 4 teammates there, and we have no guns loaded, which not exactly the easiest fight to take, but the other guy runs up anyways, so we put on our knife belt, and turns out they've most gone anyways. This guy, I think that's a blunder he tried to hit us with, but he missed. This guy runs around here. We're kind of low on stamina and guns, so we throw the knife, we miss. I have a great knife accuracy hit chance thing. We get a Bayern here and a broad axe, but we weigh too much, so we open our inventory to drop, and we can't drop anything. So then this guy charges us. We can't really do much in melee because we don't have enough range because our internet is gone, we can't do much, and then we all die. And then we get imprisoned, so we just have an epic party, and the SLC actually came down to greet us. I guess this is George Washington pre-Independence Day, and now we're here. We ambushed one guy in the fort because apparently they forgot we existed and weren't expecting another attack. Then we shoot at him again, and apparently there's a guy behind us, or at least there could be a guy behind us. We also ate some of the food we got from the SLC. I think they forgot to loot a bunch of stuff, or maybe it was from the other guy in the fort, and now they got a bunch of teammates on again. We try to hit, but of course we miss all of them, and we reload again. And now here there's this guy back here, but we get the hit mark thing, but I think what we did is we hit the corpse instead of the actual guy, because I think corpses give hit marks too. And then one of our teammates goes up and a SLC spawns right on top of him. So our teammates gotta run back now. SLC is still up there. We shoot, we miss. They're shooting at our teammate. They still miss. And we gotta reload our guns now. And then they're mostly trying to waste our shots here because obviously they're not doing a serious push. With our freshly oiled sniper, we can finally like hit our shots again. Which, I mean, with a Baron, it doesn't really matter because accuracy is fine. But then we find out the SLC are going off for their like secret plan. I think that guy actually got dropped, but he fell off a cliff and probably got revived. So we push up, which, since they spawn in the fort, right next to the fort, is not exactly the best place to push up. Because, you know, if it's a prolonged faction firefight, it's not gonna go too well for us. We slowly approach, then a guy with a blunder pops out. So at this point, there's not really much we can do here, because blunders, you can't miss, that guy gets shot. And now, while the guy's still reloading his blunder, we want to pressure him. We hit him, or I think we hit him. And then he goes around here. He's trying to hit us with the blunder. I quick the knife, but I miss. And we throw more knives at him. He's just dodging at this point. We're just guarding our teammate's corpse so he can respawn without getting his bounty claimed. And we move back. We claim a couple of badges. This guy over here keeps approaching. We run behind this cover here because he has a blunder, so we gotta just melee him to death. That's the only thing that's really gonna work. Then he wastes his blunder shot, which means he's kind of dead, like there's nothing he can do about it. We also, our teammates get back. He can't, he uses the gun, but then he uses another gun, and then he tries to knife, he misses. We hit the other guy. This guy here still has a loaded gun, but I think his ping is too high to actually shoot it. Then he runs off a cliff, so we bandage ourselves, and we loot some of the stuff up here, and after we get all that stuff, he comes back up. Now, here's the thing. We have blunders now, so there's not much they can do at the corner. Then I realized that after retreating, they just claimed the bounty back there, and one of our teammates fell off down here, and we gotta protect him now. We don't have a full quick drop anymore at range because we have the blunderbuss, but you know, it's factions, so not much they can really do about it. He then tries to pressure our teammate. We run up here. He gets one of our guys, who I think was at like half, then he dies. Then another guy approaches. I can't really heal this other guy over here because time, and then while healing myself, the bandage doesn't fully thing, so I die. And then we shoot this guy here, and he keeps running. This is on like our second attack, which we're down a teammate, and we also have no melees, and there's like 4 of them, so it does not go super well. Like, definitely not super well. They approach, we hit, well, we don't hit, but we shoot, and they approach more. I get shot, and our teammate gets blundered, and they kind of approach. We hit him once with our rifle. We move back. This guy with the melee approaches, but he just knifes us after we've already passed behind him. So, yeah, if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more. More videos will be out eventually. Let me know what kind of videos you want to see. Alright, goodbye.